Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Draft League video on the channel, and today we are here for what's been a long time. We are back in a Wi-Fi league today. We're back in a Wi-Fi league. I literally can't wait. I absolutely love doing them previously in PBAL before, which is a league we're in today. We've rejoined it. Aaron messaged me saying, Jake, do you want to be part of it? I'm like, yes, I've got a Switch set up now, so I can record Switch games, all that good stuff. So also stream on Twitch now. Follow me on Twitch in the description down below. You know, have some fun over there. But today we're focusing on Draft League because you guys seem to really enjoy these on the channel. So we're going to try and push out and get into more prestigious, more popular, with other YouTube and stuff, trying to grow a channel that way. So that's what we're trying to do today. Now, PBAL is a draft league I've been in before, as previously said. Didn't do that well in it before because I think I drafted a rain team last time. I think those were the most memorable draft league videos that I've done recently. For me, anyway, they're the ones with the most memories. Like not bringing a rain team and putting not Drizzle on Bollydote because I'm smart. I'm actually smart. But today is going to be the draft analysis. Now there was a stream on Twitch last weekend, I want to say. It was last Saturday. This is going up, what, Wednesday? So last Saturday is when the stream was. I rewatched it, and overall, they kind of were they were kind to my team, but not exactly the best to my team, not gonna lie. So I want to go over my picks in draft order. Hopefully you guys, the team's a mess, what can I say? I didn't have a plan, didn't strategize anything. I just thought, right, okay, what monster do I want to use? I want to use him. I need a dragon type. Oh, I'll take you. I'll take a steel type. That's pretty much all I've done. So speed tiered could be absolutely whack. Hazards would be whack. All of that would be whack. We're just here to have fun, guys. We're not here to take this seriously. We're just here to have fun and, you know, get some. Because I've never done Sword and Shield competitive at all. I've only done Showdown, so it's going to be a new environment for me. So first pick. I think I was 13th or 14th in the draft, which wasn't great because I went all the way down. All these new mons were coming out. All these new mons like Zapdos, Galarian. We had the Urshifu's going. And I'm like, okay, I want to use something new, but all the new stuff in tier 1 were gone. So I thought, okay, I'm going to be dumb to draft a tier 2 first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round 1 Dragonite. Now, Dragonite's a mon which I haven't used before ever, but it also got buffed. It got kind of buffed in Gen 8, especially with the new DLC and stuff, because now it gets dual wing beat. What else did it get new? I don't really know, to be honest. You get Dragon Dance, obviously, it's good mon, extreme speed. Hurricane it gets now. I've had that before. It gets a plethora of different moves. Obviously with multi-scale can be a very good late game wall breaker because it get Dragon Dance up, live to hit, and then just outrage things to death, unless they've got a fairy or steel type. But most of our other monsters can be able to deal those, so hopefully, fingers crossed, Dragonite can twin the work for us. It's kind of 34 attack. It's got quite decent defense as well. The 80 speed it's likely down point, but if you get a few Dragon Dances up, we should be okay. So yeah, Dragonite is our first mon on our draft analysis on our team. There we go. Hopefully it won't be as dreadful as I hope it will be. So after this, I thought, right, okay, let's look in tier 2. What new stuff is in tier 2? And literally, first thing that caught my eye was Galarian Articuno. Now, when I saw the trailer that dropped for the new birds, which, well, I can't remember when that was, but I saw the new trailer, I saw the birds and I thought, okay, the one I think looked the best was Articuno. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in that comment section down below, but I think Articuno is the best design-wise. I'm not saying the best competitively or anything like that. The best design-wise, I personally think Articuno is the best one. Now, obviously, Shiny is the actual didn't realise this until Jamoy, shout out to Jamoy, was doing a video for like best shinies and stuff. So I was going through all the shinies to see which one was my personal favourite, and when you realise that all the Galarian birds, their shinies are the same colours as their originals, which I think is a really cool idea. because Galarian Zapdos looks absolutely amazing. Articuno not so much. I prefer it in the pink, because in blue it looks kind of weird, but we'll see how it goes. So we've got Galarian Articuno as our second mon. Obviously gets competitive, which is decent enough, because for webs, intimidates or anything like that. Because most intimidate mons are what? Fighting types, mainly dark types, mainly fighting types. So should be good for that. Obviously, it's got decent speed, 95, 125 special attack, quite special defensively bulky as well. So obviously, normal Articuno is more of a special defensive monster. This is going to be potentially like a late game, not a late game sweeper. Is it a setup sweeper? I should really know what means, but you know, it's me. I don't know about draft stuff. I just go along for the ride, I guess. So obviously, it gets what spell up does it get? It gets Tailwind, which is nice. It gets Recover, which is great. Recovery is always nice, because obviously they all lose Roost, because Roost is now not a TM anymore. So I don't think any of them get Roost. Obviously this one doesn't get Roost, so I imagine Zapdos and Moltres don't get Roost either. But it gets Recover, which is nice. It gets Tailwind. It gets the screens. It gets Agility if we need to like set up speed on it, because our team isn't the speediest in the world. Obviously it's special attacker, so it gets likes of Expanding Force. Freezing Glare, its signature move, which is base 90, 10% chance to freeze. Can't go wrong with that. Its move pool isn't great, because it gets Stab plus Asian Power, Hyper Voice, and Shadow Ball. That's about it. Physical wise, I don't know what it gets physical wise. It gets U-turn, which could be nice, and Steel Wing. 85 attack, could come in clutch with some U-turns, and maybe if he's got a quad weak Diancie or something, Steel Wing could possibly take it out. Probably not, because Diancie's quite thick, isn't it? Maybe Mega Diancie, I don't know. We'll have to see, but Expanding Force could be interesting on that, especially if we can somehow get some Psychic Terrain up. If we're playing a Tabulele, you never know. You never know. So that's Articuno. Looking forward to using it. Still not thought of a nickname for Articuno Galar. So if you could let me know in the comments suggestions for Articuno Galarian nicknames, be much appreciated. Now next up, at this point I'm thinking, right, okay, I've got a mon I really want to use. I've got a mon which I've not used before, but I've really wanted to use for a while. So I'm thinking, right, I've got a Dragon type. I've got to finish my fantasy core of Dragon, Steel, Fairy. I've got the Dragon. What Fairy do I want? And Ice typing is not great for us right now. Rock typing is not great for us right now. So what do you think I'll do? I'll draft a Grass type. So next up was Whimsicott. Now Whimsicott, base 116 speed, not too shabby. Obviously Prankster can be very useful. Can be very, very useful. Obviously it gets the likes of Elite Seeds, Sleep Powder, I believe. It doesn't get sleep, does it? No, it only gets Stun Spore. But helps with our speed with Prankster Stun Spores, gets Prankster freaking Tailwind as well. Prankster Defog, which is great. Prankster Elite Seed, gets Switcheroo Shenanigans on it as well. We can set up Grassy or Misty Terrain if we really want to. Poison Powder to try and get some poisons off. Obviously, Grass Fairy type, so Moonblast can do damage, Energy Ball can do damage, Psychic can do damage, Hurricane can do damage. So it's got options. It doesn't have to be like a supportive mon every week. It can. I've used it before with Choice Specs, and Moonblast Energy Ball does the damage when it needs to. So it's options. With options, Whimsicott probably mainly going to be our support mon, but you never know. Whimsicott, interesting. Anything could happen. Next up, we've got my boy. Now I've used Mega Lucario loads before. It's literally my best ever mon in draft. It's so good. It's like, oh, it's amazing. It's the best mon ever. But Mega Lucario, not really used in draft before. So I'm interested to see how it compares to its Mega counterpart, because obviously it doesn't get adaptability, which really carries it with Fighting and Steel, which is probably the best attacking stabs in the game. Well, Steel not so much. Well, Steel so much now because it's weak to Fairy, but Fighting is a really good offensive matchup. Obviously, it gets Steadfast, Justified, in a focus. So if we got against a team with a Fake Out user, Steadfast +1 speed. Against a Dark type, we're going to knock off switching, +1 attack, Justified, do damage. Obviously, gets now. My favourite mons used in draft are ones which can do a variety of jobs. So if it's got like attack, It can be on mixed, it can be on defensive, it can do all that stuff. Them ones I really like in draft. That's why I like Mew so much. So Lucario is interesting because it gets Nasty Plot and Swords Dance, so you can switch up each week depending on matchups and stuff. It gets decent move coverage per special because it's got Vacuum Wave it's got priority in both with Vacuum Wave and Bullet Punch. It's got options like Psychic, Focus Mist, Flash Cannon, Dragon Pulse. Special, it's got Blaze Kick, Ice Punch, Rock Slide, Zone Punch, and Headbutt. Obviously, its physical move sort is much better, but there are options there to run special sets if needs be. If he's got like a really physical, fat, normal type, you can run some special on it to kill things. And if it's special, he's got a specially bulky boy who can just go physical and just do it like that. So we've got options either way to try and deal with pressure on the team, and Lucario can do his job. He can really do his job. Next up, we have Milotic. Now, again, this is another mon which I've not used before, really. I think I've used like 1 or 2 games in my entire Draft League career, which goes back to Gen 6 days. That's how long I've been doing draft. I'm still not great, but I've been doing it for a while. I'm a veteran. I'm a bad veteran. I'm just like the team in the Premier League. I'll be like an Everton level. I'm just there. I sometimes get near the top, but never get there. That's me. I'll just stay in league forever. I'll just be there forever. I'll just be there forever. Not going to win anything. I'm just going to be there to make up the numbers. That's me. But anyway, Milotic, Marble Scale, decent mon. Helps with our Ice type resist. Amazingly, you can't think of a better Ice type resist. Obviously, we're still Freeze Dry week, but Freeze Dry is very limited to which ones can actually learn Freeze Dry. And then for those mons, we've got options with our later picks. We can probably play around those late if we need to with the rest of our mons. So obviously Milotic now gets Flip Turn, which is absolutely fantastic. Obviously it's a water type U-turn, so we get options with that. Obviously it gets Ice Beam, Scald, Weather Ball, Brine, stuff like that. Obviously it gets Dragon Dance, so we can run a physical Dragon Dance set. It gets Toxic, Recover. It's mainly going to be our bulky defensive option. Bulky water types is always a good water type to have. So we've got options with Milotic. Probably our most defensive option so far on the team. I mean, Whimsicott is it's not bulky, but it's like a support mon, so having some bulk on the team would be nice, so that's why Milotic is here. Now, it's got really good special defense, so with Marble Scale this gets doubled, I do believe. Oh, 1.5, okay, so it's pretty much, if it's burn, it's 3+1 defense, so can he up defensive hits, can he up special hits. We can be competitive if we want to, we can double competitive, which could be nice. Want to be that guy, we can run Cute Charm, but I don't see us running Cute Charm. Maybe if they've got a mon which is specifically, we know every week they're going to bring up male, we can just go female and go Cute Charm, bish bash bosh, null and void. You never know, it could be interesting, to say at least. So Milotic is here. Try some new things out, try to do something out. Next up, speaking of new things I've not to try out before, Magmortar. Now, Magmortar is another mon which I've really wanted to try out before, but never really had the chance to. And at this point I'm thinking, right, I might as well just pick all mons which I really want to use, rather than have a plan with a structure or anything like that. Just use mons I like to use, or want to try and use, try out, and then maybe we can say, oh yeah, Magmortar's my guy. We're going to use him more often, There you go. So, when Magmortar finishes up our fancy core with Dragonite, Whimsicott, Lucario, then our Firewater Grass core, we've got Milotic, Magmortar, and Whimsicott. So Whimsicott is in both camps, which is nice, because if we bring Fantasy Core one week, and we bring Firewater Grass core next week, Whimsicott can always be there, being the support one to hold the hands of each to be both camps. Yay. So we've got Magmortar here. 125 special attack, not to be laughed at. 83 speed, not to be laughed at. Abilities aren't great on it. Flame Body's useful. Vital Spirit is not really that useful. Unless he's got a freaking Sleep Powder mon or something like that, it's not really relevant because of what Whimsicott anyway, which is immune to that automatically. So probably going to run Flame Body each week. Its speed isn't great, 83. I don't think it's got anything to boost speed. I don't believe. It gets Curse. It's Teleport. That's interesting. It gets Belly Drum. They did mention that in watching the stream back. I literally skipped everyone else's talking points, just got to my mons. They said belly drum is a very interesting set on this, so try some belly drum shenanigans with this. I don't know. Obviously, it gets more of a special monster. It gets flamethrower, scorching sand, which is interesting. New move, thunderbolt. Gets poison type moves. It gets solar beam. Physical wise, I think it gets a lot. It gets fighting type moves. It gets earthquake. It gets thunder punch. It gets all kinds of moves. And with 95 attack, potentially, if it's against not a frail thing, we can run physical and do damage to them. But hey ho, Magmortar's here. Hopefully, it can do the work. Really want to try and use it. Because I think you never see Magmortar ever drafted. I don't know if that's just because it's bad or because you never know. It could be a hidden gem in Gen 8. You never know. You never know unless you try. So Magmortar is here. Now next up, we've got my boy, my absolute boy, my second favourite electric rodent in the entire game after Pico freaking P. Pico is here. Now, I used Pico in UCC last season, in Season 13, and I really liked using it. Especially Dynamaxing Pico is absolutely amazing. Obviously, Dynamax is banned in this league, so not going to be able to use that. But Hunger Switch is fantastic, because basically we have electric and dark type moves in one move, so we can play around with the rest of the mons. So you can get Aura Sphere, get 1+1 speed, so it helps with our speed issue, and it becomes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Just running around and it's running around and it's hamster wheel going faster and faster with Aura Wheel. Obviously, it gets Fake Out. It gets, I think, it gets Parting Shot as well, which is fantastic. I love using that Parting Shot. You get to +1 speed, then whatever they switch in, you can just go, haha, we outspeed you now. Parting Shot. You're now not going to hit us that well, so we get free switch and something else, and we play around like that. Love to do that. Obviously, it gets Thunder Wave to slow things down. It gets Nasty Plot, which is fantastic because if it got something to boost its physical attack, that'd be great. Don't think it does. No, it doesn't, which isn't great. But hey ho, mainly we run physical with Aura Wheel. It gets Fire Fang, Foul Play, Ice Fang, Outrage for some reason, Seed Bomb, Stomping Tantrum. It gets a decent move pool. Obviously get Bullet Seed and stuff like that. If we go to its special, we can Rising Voltage, we can Volt Switch. So we can just slap Volt Switch on it to get some switching if you don't want the Parting Shot. But Parting Shot is probably the best switching option on it after we get to +1. So probably the best thing to go for it. And I like this little hamster, especially shiny. Little boy, no white cheeks. But anyway, love Pico so much. Really look forward to use it again. And I want to see him in a swoosh game, in a swoosh Wi-Fi league game, put in the work as much as possible. Now next up, we needed a ground type. We needed like some hazards because at the moment we don't really have any. So we needed a hazard mon. Now, backstory: Seismitoad was my original mascot before Ditto. It really was. Before I started doing YouTube and stuff, Seismitoad was my guy. It was my profile picture on like my email and stuff for ages. Seismitoad, I don't know why I like this boy so much. I think it was because in college I used to use Seismitoad a lot. Really liked using it. Sludge Wave for days. Was fantastic. Loved it so much. Now, imagine what my chat... Okay, guys. I'm going to have a question for you. If Seismitoad was my mascot, what would my channel name be? Because if Devious Ditto is double D, it would be double S. It would be the super... No, just... Devious Ditto. Devious Ditto just works, doesn't it? It just works. Super Seismitoads. No. I am the serious Seismitoad. I am the seductive Seismitoad. Shout out to Richard. I don't know. Hypnotoad. I don't know. Seismitoad just wouldn't have worked. It just wouldn't have worked. But Ditto is here. And Seismitoad is here as well. So we've got an additional water type, which is great. We've got our first electric resist, immunity, sorry, because obviously we've got resist in Pico and in Whimsicott, but we now have a ground type with hazards with stealth rocks, and that's it. It doesn't get toxic spikes or anything like that. Can be run mixed as well because it's got 95, 85. Obviously physical, it gets liquidation and earthquake and stuff, and with physical special it gets scald and earth power and stuff like that. and Sludge Wave, and Grass Knot, and Focus Miss, and Infestation. So, again, like Lucario, can be run both mixed special, can be run bulky as well, which is fantastic. One of my favourite types of ones to use, one that does a variety of tasks. So what Seismitoad does and what Seismitoad does best. So obviously Shiny is fantastic. I love Shiny Seismitoad. I should have said that for Geomoy's thing. Anyway, doesn't matter. But Seismitoad is here and is ready to do things and kill all the things in the world. Next up, we needed some bulk. We needed a Wish support. So I thought, not really used Ordina before. I have used it before in like prepping with people, and I really like using it like prepping for people. And it's a decent mon. It's not as good as like Chansey or the other Wish pass mons like Slowbro and all that, because it doesn't get Wish teleport, which is kind of the meta for Wish supporters these days. That's why Slowbro, Slowking, and all that good stuff are up there, and the EVs are up there as well, because I think they get it as well. But evolutions anyway. But Ordino's here, it gets Wish, it gets Heal Bell, it gets Regenerator, which is fantastic. Obviously it gets Healing Wish, it gets Pain Split, it gets Thunder Wave, Toxic, Wish, Yawn, Trick Room. We could run a Trick Room team. Trick Room team. Obviously it doesn't get that Revival Recovery, which the others get, like Slack Off and all that stuff with the Slow Kings it gets, and stuff like that. But with Regenerator, we can play around that, I guess. Because I don't think it gets any like healing moves either. It might get Draining Kiss, actually. It does get Draining Kiss, so that's some reliable recovery, but not the best. It gets plethora moves. It Blizzard, Dazzling Gleam, Fire, Grass, Ice, Psychic, Ghost, Electric, Fairy, Normal, Grass, all that kind of stuff. I think it gets Knockoff as well. It does, which could be useful. Get Present for some reason, I don't know why, but Ordina mainly going to be our, alongside Whimsicott, our support mon on the team to like heal up the likes of Dragonite to get his multi-scale back up, maybe Lucario as well, Articuno, Magmortar or Pico, stuff like that. Keep them healthy throughout the game so they can late game sweep if needs be. So that's the plan with Ordino. And last but not least, I just had to, didn't I? Just had to. He was sitting there. I didn't know what else to pick. Not used it in a while in League, like for a while. I think last time I used it was LTC Season 2. I think was the last time I used Ditto, which was ages ago. Because LTC Season 5 is about to start next year, which is insane. But Ditto is here. I just love this boy. I love this boy. This blue Ditto is amazing, my guy. It's the best scout. You can send it out and go, okay, what's this? What's on this mon? Okay, it's got this, and this. Okay, you can prep for that. Let's write this down. Okay, you've got that stuff, which is great. Choice Scarf. Expected. This is me. I'm the Ditto expert. We can run Quick Claw on it. We could run something. We're going to go, okay. You're going to prep this for Ditto, right? You're going to think I'm going to bring Choice Scarf. That's where you're wrong. I'm not going to bring Choice Scarf. I'm going to put something else on it. I'm going to risk that speed tie, and I'm going to do things. Because you're going to think, oh, he's going to click this and you'll be locked into this. So that's fine. That's totally fine. Let me set up another Dragon Dance on you as you switch out being scared. I think I'm going to go for a Dragon Claw on your Haxorus or something. You know, I'm going to go into my Fairy type. Let me click Dragon Dance, get to +3/+3. And then I'm going to click Pointing Jab on your Fairy type and go bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. So yeah, that's what Ditto's going to do for me. It's obviously a good mon to have on the team, because even if I don't bring Ditto, everyone has to prep for Ditto. Because if I do bring it, and they bring Dragon Dance Haxorus, for example, they can't win. If they bring Dragon Claw on it, I can just go into it and they can just click Dragon Claw and reverse sweep them. So they're going to go, oh, okay. So it's not going to bring Dragon Dance, so I'm not going to have this. Problem is now, Return and Frustration are gone. So those were fantastic moves to counter Ditto with, because if you had a Beware, for example, with Return, if you had a Beware with Return, you could go, oh, if he's going to bring that to counter Beware, I'm going to run Min Happiness, so Frustration is stronger, and if he brings Max Happiness Ditto, then his returns are going to do nothing, and my frustrations are going to do a lot. So you know it balances out like that. But you played the double mind games at that point and go, right, he's going to think that, so I'm going to copy that, and then that's going to happen like that. So that kind of stuff is out of the question now because return's not a thing anymore. But it still has like that variety of like having to prep for it, even though I probably won't bring it to like most of my games. I'll probably bring it to like, if it's a 10 game season, I'll probably bring like 3 or 4, but you don't know which 3 or 4 of those are going to be. So that is my team for PBAL. I think the upload date for this league is not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. It's going to be uploaded every single Saturday until, I think it's 10-week season, and if we get playoffs, it'll keep on going like that. So this is going to be the draft league that's on the channel at the moment. So if you guys want to see more draft leagues, maybe I can, like when LTC or UCC starts, we can do one showdown, one Wi-Fi draft league on the channel. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comment section down below. As always, if you could join a Discord server and join the Imposter Army, that'd be much appreciated, because we're trying to grow the Imposter Army as much as we can, get a community going. We have a lot of discussions in that Discord chat about games and stuff and Pokemon in general. We do votes for what my Twitch streams are going to be, so head on over there if you want to see me play on Twitch and we can chat one-on-one, that kind of stuff. Been playing Odyssey a lot recently, playing some Sonic, playing some Jackbox, doing all that kind of stuff. So if you like the sound of that, links will be in the description. As always, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Adios.